It's time for discussions. Welcome to Discussions. Today, we're going to go through my search history. I'm going to reveal to you guys a Google search I did recently that I didn't want anyone to know about, but here it is. I recently dieted for a while, and I felt like I had an improved physique. So I wanted to show that improved physique on Instagram, but I didn't want to ever take a photo at the gym or take a topless photo around my house or anything like that. So I Googled how to take a shredded photo and make it look candid. And Google straight away, the first thing it said, 20 ways to take candid photos. It was a great article. And one of them was walk towards the camera. That's a good one for a little story. Hold something in your hand. It makes it look like, you weren't expecting the photo. Another one was lean against something. And it worked. A few days later, I went to the beach, did all those things. When someone was about to take a photo of me, I firstly flexed, and then I got them to pass me their phone. So it looked like I was on my phone, so I didn't expect someone to take a photo of me with my phone. And they looked really good. And the lesson here is, please ignore all that if you think it's embarrassing, but the lesson here is that when you have problems, go and solve them. Don't be scared to Google, how do I fix this issue? How do I improve this? And this is a mindset that I apply to a lot of things. Even if it's kind of taboo, like trying to take hot pics, something me and my friends don't usually discuss too often, you gotta trust yourself to go and find solutions when you've got problems. So when my friend came to me and he said, I've got to make a Hinge account, but I don't have any good photos. I said, no worries. Grab 3 changes of clothes. I'm going to come to your house with a camera. We're going to take photos, a couple out front, a couple out back, a couple inside. And by the end of it, you're going to have an incredible Hinge profile that looks very candid. And where did I learn that? On the Kardashians. When I watched the Kardashians for a little while, I saw in one of the episodes, one of Kim's friends wanted to make an account. So they helped him take photos. And I thought, well, they're proactively creating a good Hinge account. So what's stopping me from proactively creating a Hinge account? And that was what I was going to help my friends with. I also Googled that, of course, and I said how to take good Hinge photos. And an article came up there. It was a little bit less cool, but it said, get all your friends together, go to a fancy restaurant, order a lot of expensive food, get it all to come out at the same time, and fill the table with it, and then take photos when you look like a group of guys that just does that all the time. Now, I didn't use that one. That was a little bit too far for me, but as I admitted before, I did do the hold something in the hand trick. So feel free to use those ones. And if you think that's the end of it, we've got many more tips left to come in this episode. It came a point when I realized I was lacking in the fashion department. When I was younger, I always relied on just trying to be muscular, trying to look strong, and it didn't really matter what I wore as long as the t-shirt was fitting well. I just wore basic colors all the time. Then as we got older, I realized that I was falling behind compared to my friends in the fashion sense. So we're going to talk some tips. If you're like me and you are lacking in fashion, here's some tips you can use to improve your fashion. What I do is I go on Instagram, and if there's anyone of my friends that I know is really well dressed, just screenshot it. Screenshot it and analyze the 3 things: shoes, pants, shirt, and just make a point that if you really like that outfit, you're going to have to go and buy it. You can get the cheap versions. You can, I don't always recommend going for the most expensive ones if you're not that comfortable trying shopping and buying new clothes. But there are affordable ways to basically get any outfit. And after that, after getting some input from your friends or acquaintances, then just Google it or Instagram hashtag it, fashion, men's fashion. There's plenty of accounts dedicated to men's fashion. And there's people that their whole account is about giving men's fashion advice. So find one of them and just follow the tips and then try it out on yourself. It's a little bit daunting at first when you're with a new haircut or a new outfit that you've never worn before, but just test it out in front of your friends, your close friends. And if no one makes fun of you, then you're ready to wear it out and feel confident and show off your new look. And here's some off-the-cuff fashion advice I've picked up over the years. I saw a lady's quote once that said, she said, A man with long hair is either very nerdy or very attractive, and all it comes down to is the shoes. So I may have paraphrased that, but it just means that the shoes can make or break an outfit and show whether someone has good fashion sense or not. And from my research on shoes over the last few months, just keeping an eye out on Instagram, everyone seems just to wear white shoes, white plain dress shoes. They kind of go with everything. They go with the dark outfits, with light outfits. The white shoe trend is just so easy to copy. So go get a pair of plain white fake leather shoes, and you're going to be on to a winner. And finally, if you want to touch up the hair, all you need to do is make no hair decisions yourself. Go to the professionals, find a barber, tell them you've got a date tonight, and say, I trust you completely. Just make me look as good as you can. And when you hand the reins over to the barber, you're going to be guaranteed a much better outcome than you may have if you tried to decide the haircut yourself and you haven't changed it up in a while. So use those fashion and beauty techniques. Something I've rarely ever discussed with my friends, but happy to share with you now in case it can lead you in the right direction. As always, trust Google to provide you the answers to your questions. So thanks for joining us, and subscribe so we can bring you more content.